Hi, I'm James Van Osdell, and this is the Car Con Carne podcast. And if you're new to this podcast, the general idea is that most episodes I'm meeting a guest at a Chicago or suburban Chicago restaurant or brew pub, and we do an interview inside my parked car outside those places while we eat. That said, every now and then there's someone who I think you'll find interesting who I can't talk to in my car, who doesn't live in Chicago. I don't want to pass on the opportunity to talk to those people, so I still reserve the right to occasionally do remote shows, like what's happening tonight. But before I bring on my guest, I do want to tell you about the opportunity that awaits you with solar power. Why switch to solar? Well, it's clean energy. Maybe more selfishly, it's a great way for you to save money instantly on your utilities. My friend Brent Sopel, who played for the Chicago Blackhawks, who helped Chicago win the Stanley Cup, my friend Brent Sopel is going to help you get solar panels on your home so you can have cost certainty for the first time ever. The consultation is done online, it's free, and you pay nothing out of pocket if you decide to slap those panels on your house and start saving money. Check it out, Sopel Solar, Sopel solar.com. Costs nothing to go to the website, costs nothing for the consultation. Sopel solar.com.
It's Car Con Carne. Let's eat in the car. It's Car Con Carne. And now here's the star of our show, James Van Alstyne.
So Moonkissed is a New York band that makes smart synth pop with attitude and swagger. They have something to say, too. You can see Moonkissed when they come back to Chicago for Riot Fest on Sunday, September 18th. I'm joined by Khaya, Leah, and Emily of Moonkissed. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
How's it going?
That was the sickest intro we've
That was great. Yeah.
Well,
that word for word.
let's talk about coming back, spending more time in Chicago, and specifically what it means to be part of Riot Fest. I mean, you've been here a couple times.
Yeah.
What's your vibe with the city of Chicago? Are you anxious to come back?
In a
Yeah.
good yeah.
We've Chicago. Last time we were there was like I think we went there for the Sir Chloe tour and the time before that as well, right?
Yeah. Both were awesome for different reasons.
So
Yeah.
So what is
Leah's girlfriend surprised them, and it was like a whole scheme that I had been planning with Leah's mom and partner the whole tour, and like not telling them. And we played at Sleeping Village in Chicago,
Right.
and so that was like a very high energy night.
that was like November, right? That was the fall.
Yes. Oh yeah. And like Leah's entire family like showed up, and it was awesome.
Did you just lose it, Leah?
Sorry?
Did you lose it when you realized that they were all there?
I went crazy. I literally thought it was a dream. Like it was so surreal and just like completely unexpected. And it was like the most exciting night ever. And then also on the following tour, when we were on tour with Sir Chloe, we played there too. And I think it might have been my favorite stop of all the cities we stopped in.
It was a good night.
Yeah, it was just jam packed. It was like super fun. Chicago's always treated us really, really well.
Well, so tell me what it means to be part of Riot Fest. Tell me what it means or what it meant when you got that call or that email or that text saying, hey, you want to do this?
I feel like I didn't really register it for a second. I was like, oh, what is it? Like, I think I was working, and we always like get emails in, and it's like, you guys want to do this thing? And it's like in September. And I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever. And then I like looked it up after, and I was like, wow, they're like it was like only like My Chemical Romance and
The Misfits, probably.
yeah, were announced. I was like, what? Like we're playing this? Like that's so
It was random at first, I think.
yeah.
Our friend Peter loves My Chem and had tickets for, I think he bought tickets for the one in 2020 that was then canceled.
Right.
And it kept, and he was like, I have to see My Chem. So he's going to be there like dressed in full goth attire. But so he was really excited about it, which made me really excited about it. And then the Yeah Yeah Yeahs are one of our favorite bands, and Sleater Kinney. So as the lineup kind of got announced more, it was like, yeah, what? It's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, that's just it. I mean, you mentioned Sleater Kinney and Yeah Yeah Yeahs. I mean, yes, the top of, if you look at the poster, I mean, it's many lines. The top of the poster is always, "Oh my God, I can't believe." But the great thing about Riot Fest is the bottom lines on the lineup are awesome too. Like you're not making a mistake by getting there when gates open. Like you'll enjoy the whole day. Like there's just awesome music from the get go.
I'm honestly just excited that we got put on the day that we did with like a lot of my favorite bands that I've never gotten to see live. So it's like, obviously I'm excited to play it, but I'm also just so excited to be there.
Yeah.
How long did you have to sit on the announcement? I've always wondered that, because there's like a tactical release of the information when they go live with all the social posts and the announcements, and bands have obviously known that they were going to be on the bill for a while, and they just have to, keep the secret close to their vest, which is hard to do for anyone.
Yeah. We found out on tour.
Yeah.
So we found out in May.
Okay.
No, we found out way earlier, but we had to announce in May.
Oh, was that what it was?
Yeah, I think we found out in like February or something.
It's a long time to sit with that information.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah,
really
we
long
were
time.
really excited. And also it was cool because like I started like doing more research into like the community surrounding Riot Fest.
Mhm.
And it does seem like, I think because of the kind of music it seems like it's just really diehard fans and like a really tight knit, really enthusiastic kind of group of people.
It's the most relaxed vibe. Everyone's just cool.
Yeah.
There's none of that typical festival bullshit. It's just I anxiously look forward to Riot Fest every year. It's the one festival I'm like all in on.
Oh,
sure.
that's awesome.
So
That sounds really perfect.
this year you put out a new EP. It's I'm on my way. I'm not wrong in saying that New York casts a shadow on these songs.
Yes, certainly.
I starting right out of the gate with Another Snow Day in Brooklyn. This sounds to me, and you could tell me if I'm wrong, this sounds to me like something that was born of COVID and lockdown.
Yeah, I wrote it on Zoom. Someone in Nashville.
Really?
Yeah, it was a Zoom session. And yeah, I was like, whenever it was snowing a bunch. And I was just like, oh my God, can't take it. Yeah, and then I'm like a songwriter on the side, so I write a ton of songs with random people, and some of them just sit, and then sometimes when I really like them, I'll play them for Leah and Emily, and then they'll interpret them and make them a Moonkiss song.
I want to get drunk at my office Christmas party, fuck in the back of a cab on the way to Manhattan, which suggests to me that New York cabs are a lot nicer than Chicago cabs. If that's a goal.
Or also that New Yorkers maybe have lower standards than Chicago people.
Probably like it.
Fair. Another New York reference, I'll never know, could have been you on the Brooklyn Bridge. What you do on this song is something that I really like about the band in general, that transition between spoken word and singing. You have a sound, you have a style, you have a really artistic way of communicating through music, and I love it. And it's evident on this new EP.
Thank you so much.
Speaking of the spoken word stuff, if I were to go back to the last album, I'd like to tell you something important. There is that it's like spoken word. It's poetry reading. I'll ask for it. Tornado warning. Tell me about that approach, because like no one's doing this. What made that an artistic direction for you, or how did that come about?
We started doing the spoken word in our live set because I didn't want to talk on stage. It was just like, it occurred to us like, well, why do we have to do stage banter? Like, I'm not particularly good at it. It's not what I don't enjoy that from most bands, usually I'm like, just play your music.
I don't either.
So
I don't either. Thank you.
I'm really good at it. It's like, it just breaks it up and I'm like, I want to zone out. And every time you talk, I'm brought back to where I am, But so that's how it was originally born, was kind of to break up so we could reset our instruments and all that, put these spoken word pieces in between. And they're all by our friends and people in our community who have been to our shows. And so it's exciting for them to like, they're a part of the show. So I feel like that's another cool part about the spoken word, is it kind of bridges the gap between us and our audience, which is something that we really aim to do.
I love that.
Yeah. But then we just love those pieces and decided to include them in the album as well.
Yeah, they're super cool, and now they're clearly part of your aesthetic. I mean, it really worked out. It was a great way to avoid doing stage banner that turned into almost a signature for the band. And I agree. I mean, when I go see a band, I want I want to be immersed. I want to be in that moment, start to finish. If it's a heavier band, I want you to rip my face off for 45 minutes. If you're, something, that smart synth pop I referenced earlier, I want to lose myself in that for 45 minutes. I don't want to hear, how you guys doing? I want you to sing along now. No, just play through. No fourth, keep that fourth wall up. I don't want to be part of it.
Exactly.
Here we are now. Entertain us. The first song on that album, if I can stay on, I'd like to tell you something important. I love Bubblegum. It obviously, or I guess it's obvious to me that was a clear single to release from that album, or a clear song to focus on. Did it start that way? Because it's the first song on the album. It's such a natural. But when you wrote it, did you think, oh yeah, this is it?
That the whole album kind of came together in such a chaotic way over such a long period of time that it's really hard to say. Like, I feel like the ordering came way late. I feel like Emily made the order.
I don't know. I feel like you sent Bubblegum in the group chat, and like all three of us were like, oh, this feels like a single for sure. Like when you initially sent it.
So it hit you like that right away.
Yeah, definitely.
And I love the video. It's got that kind of John Hughes movie vibe. Do you like doing videos?
Yeah, I love them a lot. They're like probably my favorite part of the band almost.
It's a big head bobbing chorus. And for those who maybe haven't heard the band or haven't seen the band, this is a good place to start in advance of Riot Fest in Chicago in mid-September. One of my favorite songs on the entire album is Panic Mania, which to me, this one has an almost, musically, it sounds almost sinister sounding. There's a real edginess to the way this one comes across. And it's, Emily put it at the end of the album, but let's talk about that one for a little bit. Tell me about where this song came from.
Yeah. Emily made a beat and sent it to me, and I wrote over it. And yeah, I feel like that one kind of got its wings through live performance as well. Like, it was always the kind of the song in the set where we went into the audience and felt the walls breaking. After playing that song, I instantly feel more comfortable with an audience because we just give it everything we have, and it's so disgusting and crazy live. And then, we get back on stage from rolling on the floor, and it's like what it is now. And then I feel like it's like, yeah, it's like, now you know us, and now that was the grossest, weirdest thing we could have done, and let's move on, like that kind of thing.
Also, Khaya kind of does honestly what's turned into an impromptu performance art piece in the middle of Mania, which, and I don't even know, I can't remember the moment where that actually happened the first time or how it started, but it was little by little, first lying down on the stage and kind of just moving and emoting physically, and then lying down in the audience, and then the audience would form this ring around her, and just looking at people's faces and the music getting more intense. And it just felt like the song, like you're saying, the song really took on a life of its own, and it informed the recording tremendously.
That's interesting.
Get to re-record it, actually, because everyone listened to the recording and they were like, it's way better live, and you got to bring the recording. So we had to redo the whole recording to kind of match that energy.
I'm so glad I asked about that.
Yeah, that's
I love stories like that about how songs evolve, and not necessarily the opposite side, but a different side, more of that immersive, dreamy side, is the song "Dance" on that album, which is another personal favorite of mine. Really easy to lose yourself in that one.
Yeah, that one was written on our first tour, our pandemic horror tour, where I think we were on the way to Nashville. I wrote the poem on my phone in the car, and then we were at one of my old friends. We were staying in it was a weird nostalgic night, and we were staying in her house, but she wasn't there, and we wrote the song super late night, I think, in Nashville. And it's about a sinking nighttime feeling where you just get and sad.
And actually too, I remember we started writing that song because it was I literally was just playing something on guitar kind of absentmindedly, and Khaya quiet, silently gravitated over and then started singing. It was almost kind of comical how just like into place things fell. And then that was a really weird stop because then like hearing about like I don't know, it was like an old friend's house. They weren't there, like that feeling was definitely present. It felt like ghostly familiar. And I think that was the night that we went outside.
That was the weird.
We like ran around
Yeah.
for no reason at all.
Yeah, we just were like, it was the middle of the night. Kaya went to bed, and we had this joke on tour where we were like, Kaya's going to sleep, and we're going to do something bad or something. So we like, I was like in my underwear and like a t-shirt, and we like went outside, and we were in like these like silent suburbs of Nashville in the middle of the night, and we were like, we could do whatever we want on here, and we just like took off running down the street, and it was just a very distinctive feeling. Like I remember that night like crystal clarity, and that was the beginning of dance.
That's amazing. And Khaya, you mentioned Emily gave you a beat for a song and it grew from there. It seems to me with a trio like this, vocalist, synth player, drummer, everyone has a really critical role to play in this band. I mean, you all carry your own weight. Each component is as important as the other. Tell me about the working relationship you have, because there's a clear dynamic that I hear musically with you.
Yeah. There are like a few different scenarios, I think. There's one of us sends a beat, and it's changed a lot too, but I'll usually end up writing top line over either my own beat or one of their beats, or it's a song that I write with someone completely else that I bring, or the best ones are where we all write together. And Leah's been writing lyrics with me recently. Our next single coming up, we wrote the lyrics together, so that'll be cool. But yeah, and the best songs are the ones that we are all in the room for their creation, for sure. Those are the most special.
Yeah, it's a lot of also like I feel like, which is different than other bands. Like you're saying, it is very 3 components working as a unit versus like I provide the XYZ for a song, and I'm like this drone or bass thing that's like happening the whole time. Like it's just very specific and very conscious. I think every part that we add, and everything is placed in. It's conversational, I guess, is maybe the word to say.
I like that.
Yeah.
Interactive.
Yeah, that's what feels so fun. It's like usually like a beat is sent, but we don't ask for like what are the chords, like what's like happening, what's the form. It's just like, all right, we just kind of write over it, and it's just like this linear thing that happens, and it like flows in a really specific way. And it's like, because sometimes we try to talk about form, and like Kai and Leah will write something together, and I'm like, I don't know what's happening here, but I'm just gonna write over it, and we'll see what happens.
Just jump on in, see where it goes.
Yeah.
And you all had met a long time before you committed to recording something, right?
No, so Emily and I were friends in high school. We were in a band together when we were in high school. We didn't go to the same high school, but we met at a music camp, and then we started a band in high school. And then I had a body of songs in college that I basically used to teach me production. Like they were my 10,000 hours kind of thing. And so I had an album, which turned out to be the first Moonkissed album.
Gotcha. Now, was that I met my band at a New Year's party?
Yeah, so we met Leah at a New Year's party. And then Leah added to those recordings, which brought them to life more. Emily added to the recordings. And then that's our first album. But yeah, the first album, Leah learned all the songs for.
I was a fan of Moonkissed before I joined, basically.
All right, so here you are. Riot Fest is upon us. We're weeks away. Is it still fun to jump in the van, hit the road together, spend time crossing the Midwest and East Coast?
Yeah.
Yes. And actually, for the first time, we are literally getting in the van.
Yeah.
Because Kaya's got a new car.
Well, it's really old, but it's new.
Yeah.
Her name's Irene.
What you named your van?
Yeah.
And it's Irene. I love that. So at the end of a show, it's "Good Night, Irene." You hit the road.
You get it. You know the song?
Yeah,
of course.
Yeah, that's why her name's Irene, so that we can.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. Okay, so Riot Fest Sunday, September 18th, it is you, Moonkissed, lots of other bands. It's Riot Fest. It is the must-attend festival in the Chicago area. Cannot wait to see you. The new EP is streamable. It is available. It is consumable. It is I'm on my way. You are on your way. Thank you so much for doing this, Moonkissed.
Thank you.
Ever.
Sure.